Hey everybody, welcome to LT Outdoors Live on Sunday night. I do it every weekend. I always enjoy talking fishing in the outdoors with all of you guys. And yeah, here I am again on Sunday night, me and Ruby. But yep, here to talk about ice fishing again. That's what I've been up to. It's getting good on a lot of our lakes. Of course, it's getting a little messy too. Plus, the snow on the thin ice is kind of pushing it down and causing a lot of water on the ice. So you've also got some pretty sloppy conditions out there. So definitely want to use caution when you're out there checking out those little inland lakes, because a lot of them are good. Hey sis, a lot of them are good and safe, but you just got to be careful. I recommend taking a spud out with you because you just never know when there's going to be a soft spot. Hey, how's it going, brother? You just never know when there's a soft spot, especially with all that snow and stuff on the ice covering up everything. So definitely make sure you're checking before you're heading out. Hey, Scott, good evening, buddy. But yeah, as you guys seen in my videos, I was out on a few different places this week. Hey, sis. Yeah, thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm happy myself, man. I'm fishing's my jam. I'm definitely happy to be out there. Hey, Rich. Yeah, I was this past week. I made it out on Cedar Lake, Alcona Pond, and Tawas Lake. That's my goal, is to try and hit at least 3 different places each week, if possible. We'll see what's going to happen here soon. Hey, my ginger friend. Hope you guys are doing good on the other side of the state. Hey, Gordon, how's it going, buddy? Yep, I've been busy ice fishing. We've got good ice at a lot of different lakes, especially if you go north. Up here around where I'm at, we've got some good lakes, but obviously further you go north, the colder it's been. So you've got some better ice up that way, especially you go north of Alpena, Presque Isle County, Montmorency. They've got a lot of good lakes up that way. Hey there, buddy. Oh, I bet. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you got some perch. Yeah, it's everything's been super sloppy. Hey there, Nate. How's it going, buddy? Yeah, the Alcona Pond was good. I tried Tawas Lake though the other day, and it sucked, to be honest. You'll see the video today I posted, and it was really hard. It was probably the hardest bluegill fishing I've ever done. They were coming in, and all they would do is stare at the bait, back away. I mean, it was like late ice season, really. It was, they weren't acting like they normally do this time of year, so I don't quite get it. But hi, Aunt Nancy, how you doing? Love you too. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Just staying busy. Been out doing a lot of fishing. Like I was saying, I'm going to try and fish at least 3 different places a week, as long as I can continue to do so. That's my plan, is every week I'm going to try and hit different places. Yeah, I want to fish. I've always wanted to ice fish loud. I just know that it takes a little while there because you got that channel. That can be pretty difficult to freeze. Yeah, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Like I said, I come on every Sunday just to chat with you all about fishing and the great outdoors. Mostly here in the state of Michigan, because that's all I really do. I haven't really left the state, but a lot of the stuff I talk about will also help you out in your states as well. But yeah, this week I've targeted perch, I've targeted walleye, I've targeted bluegill. This coming week, I'm actually going to plan on targeting more big pike. I'm actually going to head to a spot just for big pike. Hey there, Cy. I'm going to target some big pike. I'm going to target some walleye at a whole different lake, and hopefully get into some jumbo perch. I've got a few different places planned out for this week. So yeah, I'm just hoping everything goes right. So fingers crossed. But yeah, I got big plans. No, I haven't hit Fletcher's. I only hit Fletcher's once a year. That's a long drive for me. And honestly, I mean, it's a decent lake, but it's, to me, it's not what, everybody makes it seem like it's the best lake in Michigan. It's really not. It's overrated in my, I mean, there's a lot of fish in there, but there's also a lot of water and a lot of people. That lake gets majorly overpopulated with people. Nope, no burbot. You got to go along, like the lakes that you got to go to for burbot. It's You know, the one I know for a fact isn't frozen yet. It takes a long time for that one to freeze, and the other spot, it's the same way. It's not safe. Burbot spots, you know, they like deep water, and it's going to take a while for them places to get good. Oh yeah, I was wondering if you tested out that green light. That's cool. Well, did it? Do you think it made any difference as far as the fish bite? That's what I was kind of wondering. That's really neat. Yeah, my buddy Nate there, he bought one of those green lights that you can drop down in the water that'll kind of brighten up everything. Oh yeah, I'll get you on that, sis, for sure. No, you can't. You can't do that, Gordon. You're not allowed to leave the fish remains at all on the lakes. Yeah, they frown upon that. Yep, I sure do. I have a big garden actually. There should be a couple videos on here of that. I want to do more this year. I want to spend more time on that. But yeah, I do a pretty big garden. I grow everything from, you know, the regular old tomatoes to Brussels sprouts and um, corn. I had 5 big rows of corn last year. I grew quite a bit of corn. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's too hard, but it's just such a pain to, you know, you got to walk. If you don't have a quad, you know, if it's not thick enough for a quad, you got a long walk usually out there. Because you get out to that channel, it's not really hard to find the channel where the good hole is, but to get out there, it's, you know, at least maybe for me, it's tough for me anymore to walk that far. Hey, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, my underwater camera, it's out in the van right now, but I actually have the AquaView HD 10i Pro, and to be honest, I do not recommend that one. You know, I mean, I sorry AquaView, but you know, that camera. I mean, yeah, it's nice to have that bigger screen because it's 10-inch screen, but at the same time, you know, it's color and it's HD and all that. It burns the battery really fast. The battery that it came with will not last, but maybe an hour tops. So it's I don't know. To me, it's overrated big time. Plus, it costs an awful lot. They do have this. I would go the next size down with like the I think it's the 8. That would have been perfect because that's probably going to last you most of the day. The way that is right now, I have to haul out my deep cycle battery, which you know how heavy those things are. It's not fun hauling that thing out on the ice all the time. It kills me dragging that with all my other gear. So it's yeah, it's kind of an inconvenience. I mean, I do love it. I love being able to see the fish in color. It's definitely beautiful, and the camera teaches you a lot of different stuff. So you know, I really do love that. But yeah, I don't recommend buying the biggest model. I mean, that's overkill. I would go with a smaller model. I've even seen recently. I've seen this. I think it's a Chinese brand or something that I've seen lately. But I've been seeing ads for it, and it looks really good. My friend Kevin actually had one, and it seemed like a good camera. As far as the auger goes, I've got an 8-inch gas auger. I love using the 8-inch size, especially for my pike holes, because I've had to pull some pretty big fish through the holes before, and I know that my 6-inch might not have done it. So yeah, I do. My sis knows I got a big garden every year. Oh, there you go. That'll be cool. Yeah, I wanna one day I wanna have a greenhouse. I think that would be neat. Yeah, see, as far as perch go, Nathan, like one thing I've learned mostly from my camera is that after dark, those perch, a lot of them don't like to feed. They've got really, really poor eyesight, and that's part of why the walleyes feed so heavily on them, and that's part of why walleyes like them so much. Because the perch at night, they kind of lay on the bottom because they can't see. They'll just kind of lay on the bottom and wait till it brightens up again the next morning. And while they're laying on the bottom, the walleye will come in and they just kind of the walleye just open their mouth and gulp them up. So that's why walleye like to feed on perch so much. Perch have really bad sight as far as nighttime, so they usually lay right on the bottom. Hey, how's it going, buddy? Conrad, Heavy Metal Lures. He makes some great lures. He's going to come up here actually Thursday. I'm going to be taking him out, and it's looking like it's going to be nice in the forecast. So I'll have to plan on taking you somewhere good. I was thinking maybe Grand Lake, but we'll see. Cedar does have a public access. It is a the public access though is a long ways from any good fishing spots. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Um, I mean, it's in a really bad spot in the lake. Yeah, I might have to do the Dakota lithium battery. I mean, they're super expensive though. That's the whole problem. Oh yeah, it weighs a whole lot, man. And my sled, with the you figure I got the Shanty, the gas auger, the deep cycle battery, the big 10-inch camera, the heater, everything together, it kills me. It's super heavy. Oh yeah, those power boxes are really cool. I'd love to have something like that. Yeah, my New Year was all right. I didn't really do anything. Just hung around with well, I went fishing. That was the day that I went out on Alcona. I spent the whole day out perch fishing with my friend Brooke and my friend Kevin from school too. So, yeah, it was a pretty good day. And then I just came home, went to bed early with Ruby. So, yeah, not too bad. Yeah, the Markhams. Now, Markham underwater cameras I like. I've seen them used. I have a couple friends that have them and they're really good. No, yeah, the batteries, I thought it would too, especially because it was like a $2,000 camera. I thought it would at least last part of a day, but no, you're lucky to get an hour out of it. It's honestly ridiculous. Yeah, big complaints as far as battery life goes with that big camera. So I would definitely downsize. There's no reason for that big screen. Yeah, if you're going to go with color, I would just get like the 7 inch or 8, whatever it is, the next size down. No, I didn't get any walleyes worth keeping yet. The one that I caught the other day was just an inch shy, and it was funny. My tip up never went off. He must have just been laying on the bottom with it. I went out to pull my shanty and everything, and I'd already taken my darn camera off. I need to learn not to do that till I'm totally done for the day, because I don't know how many times I've missed out on some good footage because I've taken the camera off. But as soon as I took everything down, I went to pull up the tip up and I felt the extra weight and I started pulling it in. And sure enough, man, I was so excited because I thought it was legal. But yeah, it was a 14 incher. So, I mean, fun nonetheless. So, yeah, I don't know. I thought about getting a special light for my cameras because, they come with a built in one. But again, even the light that's built into the thing, it's not very good. See the ATV battery too, though. Again, it works. I use the ATV battery with my small black and white camera. That would last all day. But I'm honestly worried that if I buy an ATV battery, because this thing it'll actually burn through my deep cycle battery, and not the whole thing, but it'll burn it up bad enough where it takes a while to charge just from a day of fishing. So I'm honestly worried that that big old camera would probably burn up an ATV battery in the day, and I'd run out of it. Then I'd be pretty upset if I hauled it out there and then the battery just died. And yeah, because I think it would burn up an ATV battery because the battery that it comes with is it's pretty big inside of that thing. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, if the generator wasn't so darn loud, I'd probably take that out instead. Hey, how's it going? Tuning in from Aw Gray. You guys got ice down there yet? I'm up in Alcona. Yeah, that would be nice. There you go, Snow Dog. Smitty sled, huh? Yeah, I'll have to look that up. I'm not sure about the Smitty sled. Yeah, yeah, Striker 4. Yeah, that would be fine with the ATV. But man, this camera, because it's got so much bells and whistles. I mean, I bought it last year, and I'm sure I haven't figured out even part of it really because I just use it, with the plain mode really. But yeah, as fast as it burns up battery, I don't know. I mean, I might try to get an ATV battery just to test because it would be far better than hauling this darn thing out. But I am worried though that it's just going to die and I'll end up having to drag that deep cycle as well. So Oh yeah, I'd be up for that. Honestly, I've always wanted to fish down there off Booth Road. I've had friends that do it, and I've never done it. Yeah, see, the only thing that worries me though about the generators, because I know, running electronics on a generator can be kind of dangerous. I know that they don't recommend running like my laptop, for instance. When we ran out of power here at the house, I didn't run this on there because I've heard horror stories about the generator just all of a sudden dying and then it somehow fry the computer. Well, I'm worried that the same thing could possibly happen to the underwater camera. As expensive as that thing is, I got to baby it as much as possible. Oh, that's cool. All right, good to know you got ice down there then. Now, do you ever fish the Augrey River through the ice? I don't think I've ever seen anybody on it, but I've always wondered that myself because I swear it freezes up good when I drove over. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. That Smitty sled sounds pretty good. I've got a jet sled right now, and I love my jet sled. It slides awesome, but I've got a lot of weight, man. I mean, I'm talking well over 100 pounds. Hey, Mike, how's it going, buddy? Thank you. I appreciate the support, man. Appreciate that. What's happening, Steve? Hey, Miguel, how's it going, brother? I'm doing all right, man. I've been ice fishing my butt off this week. I'm trying to hit three different bodies of water every week. That's my goal for the season. Okay, inverter generator. I'll have to look into that. Yeah, see, that's money's the problem. Yeah, I wanted to say hi to all my new subscribers, and I know I've been getting a lot of new people on here, and I really appreciate that. That's my account keeps going up every day, and that I'm excited about that. I didn't get to hit my 2,000 goal by New Year's, but I don't care. I keep climbing, and I got more people to talk to every week, so I love it. Fish at your secret spot. There you go. Wow, that's crazy. That's a lot of weight there. It definitely haul all my junk. Yeah, I seen. I'm really excited about Saginaw being locked up. I sure hope that everything. I hope it stays that way for a bit. Yeah, the river. He's talking about the river. I'm really hoping it stays that way because I've been really dying to hit that. Hey there, Ronald. How's it going, buddy? Yeah, make sure you guys hit that like button. I see there's 30 people watching right now. If you guys enjoy this, I come on here every Sunday night. I'm here to talk with y'all about the great outdoors and fishing and everything else that it comes with. So, yeah, right now I'm talking ice fishing because that's what we got going on here in the great state of Michigan. So, I've been real busy with that lately. South Manistee, huh? I haven't hit that in a long time. Well, that's cool. I'm glad you had some fun there. Sag nasty. That's always a fun time down there. I'm really, the thing I really want to do down there, I'm praying that ice is over enough for me to hit because I think catching some of those cats through the ice or, I mean, even some of the smaller walleyes would be a blast. You guys got one heck of a fishery down there. Now, there is one thing I wanted to mention tonight before it gets too far along here. I bought a new rod. All right, actually, I bought two. This is one of them though that I bought, and it's from the Beaver Dam Ice Fishing Company, which they also make tip ups. They make the really nice hardwood tip ups. But this is a darn nice rod. I'm actually shocked at how good it is. I ordered it on eBay. The store, it's called Fishing You Are Us. And the guy's name's Alex that runs it. And I'll tell you, I love this rod, and it was a good deal. $24.99, custom carbon series Beaver Dam ice fishing, and yeah, cork handle. This one's the medium light. I love medium light all around. I mean, for jigging, for anything really, the medium light's my favorite weighted rod really to go for ice fishing. So But yeah, I'm pumped. I always love getting a new rod. You know, it's a new toy for me, and I love catching fish on them. So the other new rod I had out the other day, it was from that. I think the company's called like One Fishing or something like that, and it was in my Tawas Tawas Lake video I just did. You'll see me catch a pike on it. Birch Run. Yeah, the Zilwaukee I seen was froze up too. I seen some cool pictures there. It's definitely nice up north. I love it up here. I mean, I hate having being so far from Saginaw though, because that river's amazing to fish. But thank you. I'm glad you like that. It's a really cool rod. I mean, I love the balance. I mean, I'm big about balance. The bend is just, to me, it's perfect. I cannot wait to get some fish on that. I haven't hit Mitchell or Cadillac yet. They are last year I had planned to go there. They were on my list. This year I'm hoping to. I'm also hoping to hit Higgins and Houghton. Yeah, Torch, which I don't know if Torch is even going to freeze because we've been, yeah, the way that this winter is going so far with all these warm ups, it might not freeze up. But Torch is the one I wanted to hit for burbot, so yeah, it might not be good. I actually have, you know, I'm tempted. That's the thing. I don't have too many great reels. I thought about buying another reel, but I ain't got that much money. I thought about putting this Quantum on there. It's a little heavy, you know, but I don't know. It's not too bad. I might just buy a new reel. I like the smaller reels really, but hey Juan, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, I hope you did good down there, man. That's good. You got 5 inches. I know they've been hitting Houghton for quite a while now, so they got to be doing pretty good. Flushing, okay. Yeah, Mitchell and Cadillac are. I've heard a lot of good stuff about them. Yeah, I've got it in my fishing book, and I've wrote it down every year that I want to hit it. So, yeah, hopefully one of these days soon. Okay, Crooked Lake. Which Crooked Lake is that? Is that the one? Not the, is it? Because that one, that's a tough lake. Hey, how's it going, King Jam? Yeah, it is kind of big for that rod. I don't like the balance of it that way. I might just take it off that one. I have that one broken rod out there that I fixed up with super glue and thread. I might just take the reel off of that. I'm living actually up in Alcona County there. I'm just north of Lincoln. Well, that's cool. That's always a fun time, man. At least you got to see some pike. That's always exciting. Speaking of pike, I want to show you guys. This is my main rig. Not this one exactly because I change them all the time. But I've talked about my tip-up harnesses, which a lot of you guys have fished crawler harnesses before. Well, years ago, I decided to make up my own tip-up harnesses. And basically all they are is your regular old crawler harness, but I put I'll either put a treble hook on it, or I will put a single, I like the octopus hooks that I'll put on there. But this right here is awesome. You put like a Goldie on here or a walleye minnow, and I'll tell you that down there making all that flash. I have time and time again outfished people who have just plain hooks on the tip ups. And I'm not even joking. I mean, just having that little bit of extra flash on there, it's amazing what it does. I like to put a weighted bead on there too, because what that does, a lot of times when you're fishing, even with a plain hook, you'll notice that your minnow will swim up and it gets tied around your split shots and whatever, and it can make a mess. I'm sure you guys have dealt with it. Well, that weighted bead will stop a lot of that. That minnow will get up so far, and that weighted bead will actually stop it. I started doing that. I just learned the whole weighted bead thing. I kind of figured that out 2 years ago because for years I had tangles, but that helps out a lot. And not only for pike, I also do one for, this one here would be either for perch or a walleye. I use a smaller spinner and a smaller hook because this one here I'd put a walleye minnow on and it's perfect. Same thing. Sometimes I'll put, this one's a treble. Sometimes though I'll rig it up with an octopus hook or a circle hook. But yeah, they work great. All that little extra flash in the water, it's crazy how much they'll outproduce a regular plain hook. So yeah, I absolutely love it. Hey, what's happening, Yassine? Haven't seen you in a while, buddy. Okay, well, I've never been to that crooked before, so that sounds like fun. I'm always up for trying new lakes. Yeah, I see there's 29 of you watching. If you guys enjoy watching me every week, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. I enjoy coming on here and talking to y'all. It's always something I look forward to every week. So, and I try to never miss it. I only missed it the once, and I don't plan on doing that again. So, yeah, make sure you share my videos. I'm trying. I really want to hit 2,000 subscribers. I'm getting so close. Like last I checked, I think I only need like 40 something people to click that button. So, yeah, I'm getting really, really close. Oh yeah, and King Jammer's been working on a website actually for me. The only thing though is I got to try and come up with $120, I guess, is what it cost me for the year for that website. So hopefully soon I'll be able to come up with that because I'm weekly fishing reports as well as I'd like to throw my columns in there, fishing and hunting columns, stuff like that. I used to write for the paper. I actually enjoy writing. I wouldn't mind, putting like a bit of a blog in there for you guys. So yeah, hopefully here soon I can come up with that and I'll be able to do that. Juan, if you get a hold of me, yeah, my sister just posted you can write down my email. That's the best way to order. I do $2 a piece for the harnesses. And for my bottle cap jigs and that, I do 2 for $4 or 3 for $5 if you want to go that route too. I got to make up more. My box is starting to get a little thin there, but yeah, these jigs are great. If you guys go through some of my videos from 2 years ago, I spent the entire season, I should say, using just my bottle cap jigs, and I caught literally everything. Steelhead, brook trout, pike, walleye, perch, crappie. I mean, yeah. Yep, I got all kinds of good stuff on them, so. Yeah, there's also LT Outdoors on Facebook, too. You can look that up and message me on there. That's another good way. Thanks, Deke. I appreciate that, man. I honestly would love to write for the paper again. I really would. My Shanty, I absolutely love it. It's just it's a Frable, just a hub Shanty is all it is. And, I think my next one I get, I'm not ready yet. Maybe next year or the year after that, I'll upgrade because they sell insulated ones now, which would be really cool. But the one that I have now, I don't have a problem with it. With the heater going, I stay warm. I mean, it doesn't hold the heat. I got to keep the heater going because as soon as that heater shuts off on a cold day, you can tell pretty quick that it's still cold outside. But yeah, they sell insulated ones now that are really nice, and I would definitely like to get that. But hub shanties are the way to go. I think I've even turned my friend Kevin into it because when he was out the other day, he was checking it out. I mean, they're super roomy. Even the one I got, it's a 2-man, but I've had 3 people in there fishing, no problem. I mean, they're really nice shanties. The new year's been all right to me so far. I mean, I've been fishing. The fishing's been hard though. It's been a really tough year, honestly, for fishing already. So I'm a little shocked by that. Oh yeah, Robin used them in Florida too and caught fish. So they definitely work down there too. But you'll be catching fish here with. The sled shanties, I like them for the ease of travel. But honestly, they are, to me, they're kind of bulky. Once you get your gear in there and everything, they're basically as heavy to drag as my sled. My shanty only weighs a total of like 15 pounds in the bag, so it's super light. It's easier to carry around with you, especially if you're, some of them hike-in lakes. It's hell really to drag in some of them big fold-up shanties, but or even just the clam ones, if that's what you're talking about, they can be a bit of a pain to drag around, especially in the heavier snow and stuff. Yeah, honestly, that's how I am too anymore. I had a flip over and I thought it was the greatest thing, but yeah, to be honest, the hub is the way to go, hands down. No, you don't have to bring your shanty. You should be good. I mean, you can bring it if you want, and then we can just hook the shanties together and have twice as much room. It's all up to you, though. I'm hoping that we can get out on Grand. It all depends on the wind, but if we go to Grand, hopefully we ain't gonna have to walk too far. I got a spot that's it's fairly, the walk is not bad at all, and usually pretty good for perch. So that's what I'm hoping for. Yeah, insulated would be the way to go. My friend Deke that just commented on here, he's got the insulated sled shanty, and I haven't got to fish in it with him yet, but man, it looked really nice. It did. My PayPal is actually on my PayPal, and for anybody that wants to help me with either getting my website going or just help with the channel at all, I have a PayPal and I have a oh, I can't think of the other name of the thing. Robin had me do one. Venmo, that's it. I have PayPal and Venmo. They're both on my description for my channel here. So if you go to the channel description and you want to help out, I do have a PayPal and a Venmo account. So yeah, that's always helpful. Yeah, Deke knows. Yeah, the last time we fished together, I took him to a lake, and it was a long walk. And what sucks is the fishing. I went there and I did awesome, and then when me and Deke went there, I don't even think we caught any fish over there. It was horrible. Huh. Yeah, that's I mean, I like Black Lake, but God, that's another giant lake. I wouldn't even know where to go out there, and even if I did, it's probably a long walk there too. Yeah, the only time I spike my shanty down is when I have to. Like, luckily yesterday on Tawas Lake, it was nice and calm, so I actually didn't have to. That was great. If we have enough snow, like fluffy snow and stuff on the ice, and I could pack it around my the skirting around the shanty, then I really don't have to unless the wind gets to be like over 5, 10 mile an hour, something like that. Because then, yeah, it'll start lifting it up and it'll blow like you seen in my one video where I lost my minnows, it blew the inside in. I should have spiked, I've got the ropes hanging from the outside. I could have spiked that down to keep it from blowing. But honestly, that side, I had the other side spiked down because that's where the wind was blowing to begin with. When that blew and knocked my minnows over, that was a gust of wind that totally changed directions. It was not coming out of that direction before. So yeah, that was a pain. All right, have a good night, buddy. Yeah, that's what I thought. That was yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yep. Yeah, I remember that now. Sometimes it does freeze in, but if it does, it's not a problem. You can actually, because they're really durable. They don't tear, like mine hasn't teared at all, and it's I think it's 6 years old now. If it freezes around on the skirting, I just go and I kick it right around the edge of the skirting, and it'll all bust right loose. I mean, I've had it freeze down totally, and I've never torn it, and it's never gotten stuck. I can always get it up. So, hey there, Tyler. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I talked to a couple guys that were out there. I think yesterday they said they went out there or something, but yeah, I might do that here soon. I love that lake. That's a lot of fun out there. That's one of those hike into lakes which I enjoy because they're nice and quiet. Plus, there's usually not a ton of people at those lakes because it's such a long walk. Eskimo 3i. I don't think I've seen that one before. Is that the fold over shanty, or is it a pop up, or what kind is that one? Hey Jeremy, how's it going, buddy? As far as the camera that I use, I've been using two of them. I have the GoPro 3, and I have that one rigged up right in front of me so that it can film me from a different angle. And then on my head I use the GoPro Hero. The 8 is the one I've been using. I might switch it up a bit. I just try to conserve batteries because the 8 kills batteries a lot quicker than the 3, mostly because it's better quality. You like that? I'm sure you got a kick out of that one. That was she cracked me up when she said that. Burt Lake, me and Kevin. Well, you remember Kevin Miller? We were talking about it the other day, actually heading out there. We might do it. We might head up there together this winter for burbot and I think we were talking about burbot and smelt actually up there. So that'll be a lot of fun because that's Burt's another one of the burbot lakes here in Michigan. And the other place I want to hit is Tawas Bay, but obviously that's going to be a while because, I seen it was frozen the other day, but it didn't look very good. But yeah, the other day I went into Wellman's to get my bait, and as far as they said, they thought that the only good ice really was Tawas. They said that's all they'd heard, but a lot of our ice up here is good. You just got to go around and check. Like the Sand Lake area, I've had friends fishing on a lot of those different lakes over there. They've been really good. Um, there's a lot of those little lakes in Glenny, they're all nice and safe. Most of the small inland lakes have about 3 to 5 inches. You always want to check though, obviously, before you go out, especially after all this stuff we've had with the slushy stuff and all the snow on top of the ice, because it's just become a wet mess. But oh, okay, red pop up, nice. I think I seen one of them the other day. Yeah, Reed's. I mean, it's always been a good lake. It's just a long walk. Hi, Val. How you doing? Yeah, Fletcher's. It's okay, but like I said earlier, I think it's overrated. There's just, I mean, there's hundreds of shanties out there. It's just one of those community lakes. Basically, it just gets piled with people. Um, that's one thing I never understand really, because there's always that's part of why I try to cover so many different bodies of water, is to show other people how good all these other places can be. That way everybody doesn't pile into one, because there's just so many good places to fish. And yeah, Fletcher's gets just way overrun, and all that fishing pressure makes for some tough. Those fish, a lot of people don't think about it, but when there's a lot of people drilling holes all over the place, it's spooking the heck out of all the fish, and it makes them not want to bite and everything. It can really cause some problems. The minimum of ice that, see, when I was younger, I would go out on like 2.5. I would risk it. Any more, I don't go unless it's 3. 3 inches or better is, in my opinion, is perfect. I don't haul all my gear out on that little bit, but yeah, 3 inches is good. See, I just remember you guys bringing a bunch of bluegills. I don't remember the crappies, but I know there is a lot of crappies in there. I do got to get out there though. Yeah, that's see, that sounds about right. Saginaw River though doesn't have a whole lot of flow, so I don't know. I personally, I would probably go out there on like 4 inches, I think. Little Bay to Knock. That's been one that's on my bucket list too. That's you'll have to let me know how you do up there. I've heard a lot of good stories about that one. Yeah, overfishing is a huge issue. I'm just gonna normally I wouldn't even name this lake, but I'm gonna name it just because overfishing is a huge issue. One of my favorite lakes here in Alcona County is called Indian Lake, and it's Indian Lakes. There's actually three of them connected, and there has been way too many people out there. The lakes are really small, and honestly, they're getting overfished like majorly. Last year was the worst year that I've ever fished out there, and I've already vowed this year that I'm not even going to try it. I went out there last summer and I just went around with the fish finder. I hardly marked anything at all. That lake is just getting way overfished, and there's too many people that'll keep everything they catch, and that's just not good. Not good at all. So that poor lake's getting destroyed. And that happens a lot. People don't realize, if you go to the same places over and over and over again and you just keep keeping a bunch of fish, it's eventually going to ruin the system because it does take a long time for those fish to get back up to where they got to be. So, yeah, 3 inches is all around a pretty good thickness. Oh, black ice for sure. That's what you want to watch out for. I always stay away from black ice. Wet spots on the ice. If you see a big wet area, stay away from there. Like there's a lot of lakes, well, even Hubbard actually, that have springs, and a lot of people don't realize that. I personally didn't realize that on Hubbard, and I went out there one time. It was like late winter, and honestly, there was a lot of ice out there, but I was walking. I walked probably a mile and a half. I was way out there, and there was just this big open hole, and it wasn't a spear hole, and it was a spring. And I found out from some of my friends that there is some springs out there. Tawas Lake is a big one for that. There's a lot of springs on Tawas Lake. If you went out there right now, you'll see where there's some open water, and you got to stay away from that. Wet spots can be really dangerous. Even if it could be somebody's old spear hole they didn't mark. You just never know. So I always try to go around any wet spots that I see. It'll be showing through the snow. Try to go around any wet spots. Also, like I said, black, dark ice. Dark stuff is not good. Oh, yeah, taking Nathan fishing. Yeah, and he just fell in a regular hole. I've actually fallen through a few times though. It can be tough. Actually, like I said, the spearing holes can be a problem. If you guys ever go out and cut a big hole in the ice, make sure you have something with you, whether it be a tree limb or at least the chunk of ice that you're cutting out to mark it with, because it can be dangerous. I was kind of mad. Me and Ryan were both mad the other night when we came off of Tawas Lake, because when we were walking back, there was these big wide open holes that somebody had sputted out on purpose and just left wide open, and there was little kids out there running around, and it could have been really bad. So yeah, definitely got to be careful with all that, guys. Yeah, vehicles definitely go in. Yep, that's for sure. And I'd be honestly afraid to drive even a snowmobile or a quad, especially on any of those lakes with springs. Like once I figured out there's springs on Hubbard, I'd be a little leery until I learned them all. Yeah, slushy stuff can be like right now it's kind of the norm, so it's tough to I mean, basically Tawas Lake looked dangerous everywhere around the other day, so it was kind of tough to figure out. But um, oh, okay, I didn't know you had to know the last four. My last four digits of my phone number are, let's see, 1861. Yeah, there's 37 people watching. Make sure if you haven't already, you hit that thumbs up button. I come on here, like I said, every Sunday night just to talk fishing with you guys and the great outdoors, anything that's been happening. So, yeah, right now it's all about ice fishing. We got a lot of that going on here in northern Michigan, and even part of the mid lower Michigan right now. Yes, I do actually. Trout fishing. Well, if you look through some of my videos, I have some really good trout fishing through the ice videos. And that's something that I'm really hoping to do here soon. Yeah, so pretty soon I'll be out. Like somebody asked the other day, I steelhead fish through the ice. That is one thing that I absolutely love. And I did tell one guy the other day that I'm going to take him with me because he's a big time trout fisherman, and yeah, I really look forward to that. So yeah, I have lots and lots of stuff to come though. Oh, I fish all of the inland lakes, Ian. If you watch some of my videos, you'll see um, I've got a lot of videos on here. I mean, they're basically all inland lakes. I don't fish the Great Lakes too often. Yep, hello from Canada. Yeah, I'm surprised my friend Keels ain't on tonight. She's usually on. She lives up in Canada too. I bet you guys got good ice. I want to head over to Minnesota. That's a bucket list destination for me for ice fishing. I want to hit Red Lake and that Mille Lacs Lake or whatever. Yeah, road trip. Darn right. That's a dream of mine, man. I'll get over there one day. I actually want to do one of those. You can rent those overnight, basically where you camp in the shanty. That's always been a dream of mine, is to do that, where you can stay in the shanty overnight and fish, because some of them lakes are just amazing for walleye and crappie and stuff. Oh yeah, I'll be doing that steelhead one. I've already got videos on here. If you go through my ice fishing list, you'll see some steelhead videos. I've caught, well, one of them I caught the 20-inch brook trout through the ice when I was steelhead fishing. But most of it's done basically any marina or any harbor, any marina or any harbor that's on any of the Great Lakes is going to have steelheads and browns throughout the wintertime. They show up in there. They cruise in there looking for minnows. That sounds like a plan to me, man. Yeah, Minnesota that's always been a dream spot for me for sure. That sounds good, sis. I would love that actually. That would be really great. That's only thing been holding me back, so that would be very nice. Yeah, there you go. I've got trout videos through the ice, and they're pretty sweet. Even on the camera, I mean, it's fun watching them come in. It's really exciting. One thing I want to mention too, I just seen that they liked one of my posts on Facebook. I mentioned them the other day. Sadly, my ice box isn't in here. It's out in the truck. But Widowmaker lures, okay, that's what I've been using, and that's going to be my focus this year for ice fishing jigs. They make just incredible tungsten jigs. Okay, their paint is exceptional. It lasts so long. I've caught so many fish on the same darn lures, and the paint don't chip like most jigs. They've got just great color patterns, glow lures. If you go to www.widowmakerlures.com, you can go through their mix of lures that they have on there. They also sell merchandise. They sell open water gear. I actually just ordered 17 more ice jigs and a nice little Widowmaker ice jig tackle box just to hold my tungstens. So yeah, it's going to be really good. But make sure you guys check out their website, because honestly, not only are they good people, they're really nice people that run the company, but they have really great tackle. They really do. And it's a good deal too. Most tungsten jigs are pretty expensive, but if you look them up, it's a good deal. Most of them are like $2. It's, nothing bad. So there you go, sis. That would be cool. Yeah, that's what I've been wanting to do. A camp out in a rent shanty. That would be great. A couple friends of mine did that 2 years ago. I think they went to Lake of the Woods, and it was cool because they had to rent a Vexilar and all that, but I got all that myself, so that'll save money, and we'd already be set up with lots of stuff to catch fish on. So, beaded spoon fishing. I don't think so. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what that is. I know a lot of the people up here, they like to use the Haley jigs. Um, Me personally, one of my favorite lures for perch through the ice has always been the Forge minnow by Northland Tackle Company. Yeah, people been really wanting me to do catch and cooks. I know I gotta get on that. Yeah, you guys are all awesome. I appreciate the heck out of every one of you. The fact that you guys hop on here with me to chat every Sunday, it just means the world to me, honestly. And yeah, it's really great to talk with you guys. And I love to share my knowledge every little bit that I can. I just love sharing. So yeah, it's really great. All right, have a nice night, Eric. It was great chatting with you. Yep, I'll be getting off of here in 9 minutes. So yeah, hopefully we can set that up though in Minnesota. That would make for a really good episode, and I would definitely have fun with that. Yeah, deep fry. I actually just deep fried up a steelhead tonight, which a lot of people when they do steelhead, salmon, trout, any kind, they bake it or they grill it. But I'll tell you what, you cut that thing up into nuggets and you batter it and fry it, it's good. Yep, it's really good that way. So that's what I did. I was gonna make some burbot tonight because I've still got a few packs of that in the fridge, but instead I thought I'd eat that steelhead up. And the perch, I ate the perch yesterday. I've been eating a lot of fish. I always eat a lot of fish. I got to give the rest of it to Brooke, though. I told her I'd split it with her. I filleted it up, and I'm going to give it away. Yeah, she's still in. She's down in Florida until hopefully in a few months she'll be up here. Hey, sis. Oh, hi, Tara. How's it going, buddy? Hey, that sounds good to me. I'd love to get you out. That'd be fun. Like I said, I'm hoping to hit at least 3 different locations every week. Um, so whenever you guys want to go, I know you guys got to wait for weekends, so that's fine with me. Okay, that's a good question, Scott. For the longest time, I thought bigger was better. I would use sucker minnows. I would use goldies. Um, I would use chubs. But honestly, after fishing, I think Hubbard Lake is what turned me. But I started buying just walleye minnows. The bigger the better for the walleye minnows. The blues. But I would use blues on my tip ups for pike because if you're using blues for the pike ain't gonna pass them up. They like them just as much as they will a sucker. I mean, they're gonna eat it. But it also gives you that chance for the big perch. Big perch are going to gulp up a walleye minnow, no problem. Also, the walleye obviously are going to eat it. I've caught crappie on the tip ups with the walleye minnow. One time I caught a 10-inch bluegill on a walleye minnow set up on the tip up. So yeah, honestly, I'm a sucker for walleye minnows on my tip ups all around now for pike and everything in general. Now, when I go, like I said earlier in this video, I am going to be targeting big pike. Maybe tomorrow. Not quite sure yet, but I might do it tomorrow. If I do, I might use bigger minnows because the location I'm going to go to, I don't like to put the names out just yet because, then everybody might pile into it. But the location I might go to tomorrow is known mostly for pike. Like there's not a chance. If I'm at a location where there's not a chance of getting perch or walleye, then I might just go with the big minnows because obviously you're not going to have to worry about catching those other things. But for the most part, though, like I said, I use blues. I'll use a big blue over anything on most lakes. Okay, I'll have to check that out because I've never, yeah, I've never heard of that before. So I'll check that one out. Perch. See, I like to do them two different ways. I mean, I like to fry them. That's the only way I do them. But I'll either pan fry them. I like to batter them up. I'll use some like Louisiana fry batter. Or they got this batter at Walmart actually. I think it comes from down south. It's called Lefties. If you ever see it, it comes in a brown bag. It's in the batter aisle, flour aisle. If you go down there and you see it, it says Lefties. I highly recommend it. It is very good. But yeah, I love to put a nice little dry batter on my perch, and I'll either deep fry them or I'll fry them in a pan on the stovetop with some butter. But yeah, either way, it all depends on how many I got. If I've got a big bunch of perch, I'll deep fry because it's quicker that way. If I've got 10 perch, I'll just pan fry them. That's usually what I do there. Hey, buddy, how's it going? Hey, I'm glad you liked that video. I didn't have much to go with, but my sister said it the other day. At least my videos are real. If I have a bad day, I'm still gonna show it. We all have bad days, and that's the main thing I want with my channel is to show people that I keep it real. So, even on the bad days, I'm gonna show a video from it. So even obviously I'm not gonna drag things out and make it boring. I'm still only gonna show the catches, but hey, turned out to be like a 7-minute video. So to me, that's like perfect time. And the catches were pretty cool in my opinion. I enjoyed the video. Usually that's how I rate it. If I enjoy it after I make it, then I think it's cool. I'll put it on there. So yeah, I'm glad that you liked it. I'm hoping this week to have some more really good videos. Yeah, the wind blew in, and man, those minnows, I wish you could have seen it. I was upset, or I would have put the camera down to show it. But as soon as that bucket flipped, every minnow in there went straight down the hole. It's like they knew where they were heading, and they dove. I mean, literally, they were all gone within seconds. I mean, normally if they fall in the hole, at least you can grab some with your hand. But no, every minnow I had was gone. Venettin right now isn't good. It's gonna be good though. I mean, every year Venettin ices up fine, so I really think we'll be on there before too long. Probably, the later forecast doesn't look too bad. I know it's going to be a little too warm in the daytime, but nighttime temps are staying cold. So basically, what I think is going to happen is, in the daytime, we're going to lose what little bit of snow we have left on the ice, because that's always got to happen first. And then, of course, all that dampness on the ice is going to get dry every warm day we have. And we're not going to lose any ice, I don't think, because every night it's going to, refreeze, and then it might build a little bit each night. So that's my prediction, and that's what I've just from, time and time again that I've seen this kind of stuff happen. I think that's what we're going to be dealing with. I mean, it's not the best right now, but 2 weeks from now, it looks like the temps are going to really dip, and that's what we need to, really solidify a lot of the lakes. So, my favorite fish to eat, hands down, is the burbot. Hands down. I would even, I would give you my perch and my walleye for the burbot. The worst fish, yeah, that one. Let's see, worst fish to eat. That's a good question, because I've tried just about everything. I would probably say dogfish, because I haven't, I tried to fillet one once, and I was able, I made the cut, and normally, you can fillet, you can actually work the knife along it and peel it over. Well, with the dogfish, it was all mush. I could actually grab it, and I was able to form a meatball. This is no joke, bones and all. I could scrape it out and make a meatball. It was gross. Fish is the worst. Now, with that said, I don't call that a trash fish. In my opinion, there is no trash fish except for fish that aren't supposed to be here, like Asian carp. Okay, for instance, if they're going to cause problems, trash fish. But if it's a native species like the dogfish is, not a trash fish at all. In fact, there's something to enjoy while you're out fishing. It's like an extra, something cool to catch that you don't expect. So yeah, yeah, I laugh too. Brooke, she's a riot, I'll tell you. Yep, I'm hoping I can take her out again soon. She cracked me up. Cedar Lake's a good lake to fish, but it's the if you ask me, the launch is way too far away from any good fishing locations. I know some good ones on both ends of the lake, but it's you basically need a quad unless you want to really do a long hike. So yeah, there are some. I do have a couple really good fishing spots on that lake, but it's a long walk. Yeah, burbot are definitely ugly. I love their colors though. I think they're pretty as far as their designs go. But yeah, poor man's lobster, they call them. Honestly, I think they're more chicken though than anything. If you fry them in a batter, they're more like chicken. So hey, Keels, how's it going? I was talking about you earlier. I'm glad you're on. I miss you. Been a while. I did actually have carp. I had it smoked, and I thought it was fine. I honestly didn't see a problem with it. To me, it tasted just like smoked sucker. So, I mean, as long as it's a small one. Yeah, they're Venetin. The walleyes, mostly because of the PFAS issue. That's impossible, Keels. I think me and Ruby miss you the most. Venetin Lake, because of the PFAS issues, a lot of people's been throwing the fish back mostly. So, it's definitely getting good. I know last winter I seen more walleyes and even browns and steelhead and a lot of really good fish through the ice that I normally don't see as much. And the crappies. Crappies are getting really good in that lake. So I'm looking forward to that too. It's going to be good. Yeah, Cedar, Cedar is a good lake. There is walleye in there. Not a ton of them though. I mean, they're in there, but you really got to know where to fish for those. There's only a few good spots for them, especially in the wintertime. They can be tough to find. I do have a couple spots, and I'm probably going to be hitting them this winter. I haven't filmed. I don't think I've filmed out there yet. No, I haven't, but I'm gonna this year. Yeah, Cedar's been slow. That the first ice video that I did, where I only kept the one blue, or I kept what three? Yeah, three bluegills. That was on Cedar, and I did have a big walleye, real nice one, go probably 19, 20 incher, swim right in front of the camera. But he didn't bite. He didn't even look at the bait. But yeah, there's definitely fish in. The walleyes are in there, but they're few and far between. Yeah, it's been a great night. I appreciate everybody hopping on here. Like I said, I'll be on every Sunday night. So I like I said, I appreciate it. I see I got 39 thumbs up. That's a big one for me. So thank you very much, and thank you, Conrad. I look forward to seeing you this week. Like I said, guys, I'm going to be taking Conrad out fishing. We're going to do a video probably on, I'm thinking, Grand Lake. We're going to do a little bit of a travel. So, yep, Minnesota road trip one day. So that'll be fun. All right, you have a good night too, Deke. Thank you very much. Yeah, we'll have to plan a day for sure. I mean, this week, if you've got any days this week, let's plan it. Because this week actually is supposed to be really nice. It looks like it's going to be calm all week. So thank you, D. I appreciate it. Yeah, you have a good night too. Thank you very much. Yeah, Golgibik would be cool. All right. Well, you guys all have a good night. Thank you very much for joining in. I appreciate it. I love you guys all, and I hope you guys keep the line tight and get on the ice.